Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. George here from J.G.P Plus Engineering in the architectural department. Just checking to set up this episode. I'm so glad to have you back, guys. So today we have a great agenda. Today it's a great and new agenda. So I'm so glad, to announce to you that I received my third architecture project for this year and the first mechanical project for this year. So the thing is, right now as I'm talking to you, I'm currently working on 3 architecture projects, and I started the first mechanical project. But the thing is, I'm gonna take you through all of them. As usual, with demonstration, with a little bit of lecturing, and just post anything you want me to cover throughout the process that you want me you being selective or specific topic that you want me to point out and emphasize on for your professional and educational growth. Anytime post there, comment and like, that's really help me to keep on making a lot of videos, to keep on empowering you and helping you making great decisions. So the thing is, the agenda for today, it's a new agenda. First of all, it's a new, it's new, but from an actual design. I don't know if you remember the first project that we started this year. As I said in the beginning of January, we're gonna have 3 architecture projects and 2 mechanical projects. So the first project, this is the first project of the architecture, for this year, and we went through it. Posted a little video about it. I spoke a lot about it. I shared a lot about it. So today we're gonna use this same project to architecturally model something, an outdoor garden. But it's not gonna be kind of a common outdoor garden, not as a usual one, but you know me very well. When it comes to design and coming with new ideas, I'm crazy about it. I always like to make things that are simple, a little bit complicated, not really difficult, but a little bit complicated, to outsource that demand of ingenuity, to outsource that demand of competitiveness. It really helps. This is just a simple screenshot that I had imported from one of my directory file, the project directory file into SmartNote. You see that this is a different interface. This is not ArchiCAD interface. This is a SmartNote book interface. Okay, the SmartNote book, it's an educational kind of a whiteboard software. The purpose of it is mostly for education. The purpose is mostly of educational demonstration, calculation. You can even use it for presentation. It's really a great tool. So the thing is, I toggle between Smart Notebook and the paper design conception. Putting together an idea on the paper. I will definitely gonna recommend you to use the paper. Don't jump straight on any digital tool, in any digital software that we have there. Though you may say, Jerry, it's a quick way of setting things up. I agree with you, but I'm telling you, I mean, I've been doing it, but not a lot. But I did it once, and I guarantee you, it was a free fall. Because I remember last year, between November or December, my laptop just died on me. The iDriver that just stopped working. It got a kind of a malfunction thing. I don't know. It was not because of virus, but I remember I did a gesture that I don't know what really happened, but the laptop was completely off. The screen became blue. I started writing things. It was just telling me that my iDriver had a problem. So I'm definitely gonna encourage you, definitely gonna tell you and recommend that start on the paper. Don't start on any digital platform. Build up your idea. Do your conceptual ideas, your design modeling conceptual ideas on the paper. Sketch whatever figure you want to sketch. sketch whatever idea that comes in your mind on the paper. Start the drafting, start the drafting of the elements and other things, whatever that comes upon you, whatever there's, you are able to outsource, from your mind and put, on the platform. I'll guarantee to choose the best platform ever is the book. The best platform ever is the paper. I remember that time, I thank God because this project, this was the project I was working on at that time when my computer crashed. I thank God because everything was done on the paper, so I was able to back up everything, to come back quick and fast enough. That's why you see the project standing the way it is, and as I was associating my ideas on the paper and working with the notebook, compared to the older version of the project, I changed a lot of things. So I would definitely gonna guarantee you to start to, encompassing your ideas on the paper for your design conceptual. So this is, as I said, this is just a special that I imported, from one of my directory to SmartNote. So we're gonna use the SmartNote. Okay, basically let me take you through it. Okay, the SmartNote, it's open. So what I did basically, is it just I kept it as simple as possible, Okay, as you can see here on my screen here, I just use simple shapes, just a couple of circles and some oblique lines and vertical horizontal lines, to describe the idea. The representation here, compared to the paper, this is more kind of the simplified version of what is on the paper. The horizontal, red line and the vertical red line, they are representative of members, structure members. I haven't yet chosen which type of structure member I'm going to use for the roof, because the purpose, you see that the connection goes from the red circle, kind of diameter, diametral section from one side of the red circle to the other side, so they are part of the roof. These green lines, they form the roof frame, if I may put it straight. So this is kind of it, and then whatever you see here, the green square shape, it's a steel square section, kind of, steel square section as a middle member. I use it as a column. It's okay. Let me toggle, through everything for you to see. Okay. In this case, let me choose another view. Okay, I'm gonna take, let's take this view here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, this one is much better. So what I want to do is very simple. Let me explain to you. So the thing is, I need this space here to be, I will use this space to set my outdoor garden. So, and the use of it, it should be just a place of rest, a place where somebody can spend time, take some fresh air, have a great and interesting, conversation with somebody, exchange. It's a place where people can have a good talk, a good time, you may be sitting there, reading a book. So it's something that definitely purposely, thought about it. So that's why I'm now, coming up with it in such a way where I want to create it, and perfect it. So what's gonna happen here? It's very simple. So what's gonna happen here? I'm just gonna draw a little bit something like this, something like a pole, something like this. This is how I imagine it to happen. And from here, there will be a column coming from the top all the way down like this, a vertical column here, and I will set up a casing for this column. Right, I'll set up a casing, so that casing purpose will be just kind of a cover to the steel column. and what's gonna happen next. You know, I'll fill it with gravel, you know, with sand. So also the port shape, you know, the base, you know, port shape will be made of reinforced concrete thing, and then on top here, let me explain a little bit. You know, on top here there will be a shade, you know, kind of circular shade like this, going this way, you know, to cover up, you know, and use as a roof, you know, for those who will be sitting on here, you know, people that will be sitting here, you know, people that were having good time here. So that's how I definitely envision it and how I definitely imagine it, and the way things will play off in, you know, in a way of consolidating the design will be right here, you know, kind of connection I'm gonna use, and maybe I will use, you know, roads, you know, to maintain the roof intact, to maintain, you know, the roof balance. So that's why I've been thinking using roads like this to maintain the roof, and from the roof I'll be setting up, you know, steel. I haven't yet, you know, decided if it's gonna be steel sections or wooden section or both, so I'm still thinking about it, but something different is gonna happen here in this shabby and shady sketch that I just made. Something great will come out of it. So that is the idea. The idea is to create a outdoor garden, a place where people, you know, use this space and create an outdoor garden, a place where people can rest, a place where people can have good time and refresh their mind, receive the good air of the ambient environment, and use it as well. Why not, you know, a place of thinking, of sharing, you know, of conveying information, you know, between the owners of the house and why not visitors. So it's gonna be a great, you know, a great thing. I thought of it, you know, yesterday. I did the sketch on paper yesterday. I started yesterday the same time, you know. I don't want to sleep, you know, over my ideas, and tomorrow you wake up they are no more there. So I act on it automatically, and to make it to work and coincide to the idea. As long as I found that the idea is pretty great and can prune up, you know, a lot of other ideas, then I take the opportunity to run with it. So this is how the design is gonna be, you know, some kind of shade like this, the way I did it before. I'm not great with this software yet, but I'm still keeping up with it. So yeah, so something like this, you know, something like this, you know, something like this. And I guarantee you, stick around. This might be the last, you know, the last innovative design mind that's, you know, for the architectural or structural, you know, purpose that I'm gonna have on this project. Yeah, I'm definitely sure this might be the last one. Yeah, there's no two questions about it, because, you know, I'm having a lot now, so I have to have that mind of, you know, proportionally, you know, setting things, you know, based on project. I cannot invent all ideas, all, you know, I can, you know, bring forth from my mind, you know, to a particular project and invent everything, you know, purposefully on one project. No, it doesn't help. I have to dissociate and know how to set them based on a different task that I have to accomplish to an initial project. So I think this is gonna be the last one. Yeah, definitely this is gonna be the last one for this project. Maybe I'll be able to come up with just small extra idea for this project personally, but it's not gonna be as great as those who were before, those who were, you know, those I've done before, you know. But I think this is the last one. But so the thing is, stick around. So we're gonna go through it. We're gonna go through it. You know. I will share everything from start to finish, as I always do with you, and then we together, you know, we'll be working, and together we're coming with great ideas. You know, we'll be, you know, making it to work fully and completely. So something like this, you know, something like this, and the connection here, the connection on top, there will be a steel connection at the bottom here, so there will be a filter, you know, on the port, you know, filter here, filter somewhere here, another filter going as a filter here, you know, another filter here. So it's a full design, you know. It's definitely a full. There will be a layer of grass, a layer of sand, a layer of aggregate under here, you know. So it's a lot of things. It's definitely a composed element, you know, fully composed, fully autonomous, and then you know, just great. You know, I found it so great when I was thinking about, when I was putting it, you know, in place. You know, it just you know, it couldn't even bounce off my mind. I kept it till right now that I'm sharing it with you. So stick around. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna take you through it, and then you know, I'm definitely sure you're gonna learn something about what is coming ahead. So this is it. No, so this is the idea that I wanted to convey and share with you for this project. It might be the last one, you know. I mean, yeah, the last great, you know, idea for this project. You know, the last great conceptual idea for this project. You know, I might say it like that. So, you know, they always say, you know, it's better to know the end game of something than the beginning. So the beginning is always complicated. So I will suggest you to stick around, you know, throughout this modeling. You know, I'm definitely sure you're gonna learn something here, something really vivid, something really helpful, something, you know, that will help you to take a next great step, you know, to your design and help you, you know, make a great decision as you will be working. So this is what I wanted to share with you. You know, this is what I wanted you to know. This is what I'm gonna take you through, maybe throughout a couple of you know, tutorials, you know, for you to definitely be part of the project, you know, for you to be definitely part of. I'm doing nonsense with this thing. Yeah, definitely doing nonsense. Yeah, that's so that is the idea, you know. That definitely is the idea I wanted to share with you. So something like this, let's say, because on the paper I did it well, and you know, with smart. So something like this, something exactly like this, kind of a port, you know, and the column right in the middle. But that's not the middle, right? That's not the middle. Truly speaking, let's be honest, that's not the middle. So something like this. It's not going to even reach, you know, closer to that wall, you know. It's not even. So basically something like this, you know, something like this with multiple layers, you know, something like this in the column. So we're gonna have a casing. The casing idea, I had a casing idea a long time ago. I had a casing idea to build up a casing idea a long time, but I didn't know how to start implementing that idea. I didn't know, you know, where am I going to use the casing, because I thought of using the casing idea with the inner column. So I said, maybe I'm just going to use it with the inner column instead of, you know, misusing on the project that didn't require it. So, but yesterday when I was thinking, you know, that this idea came into my mind, so I said, yes, this is going to be, you know, a great, the casing idea will be purposefully used, you know, on this project this way. So that's how I came up with this idea, you know. So stick around, you know. Let's go through it. Let's find out how it's gonna be. You know, I'm definitely sure you're gonna love it. You know, I guarantee. We're gonna wrap it up here for today, but please like, comment, and share my contents with friends. From the depth of my heart and the consideration, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Personally, I'll be seeing you in our upcoming video. Cheers, my friends.